Yo, man, so if you don't get nothing out of this video, man, listen to what I'm about to tell you right now. This is one of the #1 reasons why I was able to build a dumpster rental business from 1 dumpster to over a 20 dumpster fleet. Yo, what is good, my good people? My name is Martin. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, man, hit that subscribe button, crash the notification bell, stay up to date with everything I got going on. It is highly appreciated. So like I want to do every time, man, before we start the show, man, make sure you please hit that like button, man, hit that share button. It helps the channel out a lot, man. I appreciate you guys. Want to keep on bringing this content to you. Please do me a favor, man, make sure you hit that like button right now. Let's go. If you haven't been following me for a while, or if you just coming to this channel, which both sides I do appreciate greatly, you will know, for me, I think the hardest thing, I think doing the dumpster rental business, having a dumpster rental business, also being an operator within your dumpster rental business, which I do suggest, especially even if you're gonna hire people, I really think that the rain, like the muddy, I don't know what, some of you guys go to transfer stations, but I just believe that the rainy, the mud is like the worst thing about this business. Now, granted, if you live in a cold area and like me, you know, where you feel the full effect of winter, you can kind of compare the two, you know, and it's either one or the other or both the same level. But for me, man, the mud and when it's raining, I think it's one of the most difficult parts about doing this business. I think that's one of the main cons I have about doing this type of business, is because of the mud, and you don't know what's in that mud, and it smells really bad. But yeah, let's agree to disagree. Let me know let me know, anybody, if you got a dumpster rental business and you watch this channel, let me know what is the most difficult weather element for you. Because sometimes, you know, and I know in the winter when it get icy, you know what I'm saying, your stuff can get froze, like you won't be able to, you know, hitch on and stuff like that. But let me know what's one of your the worst weather elements or the worst situations in your dumpster rental business in the comments, man. Let me know. Look what I gotta go through today. Yeah, I'm all ready for you, mud. Playing with you jerks. This is why I love the wheels, man, because I can get it in condos, you know what I mean? You can't really get too much roll-offs in here, so even if you got the roll-offs, man, absolutely suggest getting some on wheels too, man, because, you know, for one, people appreciate it. Doesn't do damage to the driveway, so you know how we do. Yo, man, so if you don't get nothing out of this video, man, listen to what I'm about to tell you right now. This is one of the #1 reasons why I was able to build a dumpster rental business from 1 dumpster to over a 20 dumpster fleet. And here it is. The dumpster I got hooked up now is for my 15-yard. And what I do is, what I always tell you guys about creativity and business is always, you want to always be creative. So when first starting out, I started out, my first dumpster I got was a 15-yard. Wasn't in good shape, man. It was still, had like wood floors. It didn't look the best, but it did the job. And you know, I painted it, made it my own. But what I did was, along with the one-day rentals, of course, I got a video on that. I did my last video talking about the one-day rentals, and that kind of coincides with this video as well, on how to build your fleet up. But what really got me over the top and what really set me apart was when I started doing, you know, only having that 15-yard, but I was marketing that I had 30 yards and 20 yards. And I know you're wondering, how was I doing that? So what I would do is simply just do my two 15 yards for I used to do like 400, 425. Now I do a 215-yard special, which is a 30-yard for $450. And really, man, when I started doing that, it just started really picking me up and elevating me, man, like to the next level in my dumpster rental business. Because, you know, for one, you're opening up yourself to more customers, because a lot of customers that hit me up, you know, they be looking for 30 yards, 40 yards sometimes, and they'll call these roll-off companies, the ones, you know, carry those big dumpsters, because it's hard to have a dumpster on wheels that's 30 yards or 40 yards. It's just not recommended. So they'll have to call them, but a lot of times they'll be overpriced, or that's what customers will tell me. They'll say, well, I called this company and they were charging me $600, $700, or they told me the wait time is 1 week, or I can't get it right away, I need it immediately. So I basically just came in and, you know, creative entrepreneurship. You know, I start offering the 2 dumpsters. So that's really what it is. So this dumpster right now, the customer has a lot of stuff. They had a lot of stuff, man. She's moving out, and she was a thrift shopper, and she like resell on Amazon and stuff like that. So you know, hit me up, and she thought she only needed a 15-yard, came over there, she seen the 15-yard, she said, wow, I'm gonna need 2 of these, or 3 maybe. What am I gonna do? So I brought her, you know, I brought this to her attention. You know, well, I can do 2 of these. You know, you fill it up, I pick it up, dump it, bring it right back at $450. And she just couldn't believe it. She was just like, oh man, that's incredible. You know what I'm saying? So it's also a good benefit as along with the money. But make sure you get the money, like the $450 at drop off. So instead of her paying $270 for the 15-yard, she had to pay the full $450, because you don't want them to pay you $225 each one, because sometimes, you know what I mean, they'll pay for one at a time and then they won't give you your money, because they might be like, well, they might not have needed another one. You know what I'm saying? So always get the full amount up front, because that's what they're paying for. But man, I'm telling you guys, man, if you got a dumpster rental business or thinking about starting a dumpster rental business, this is definitely one of the #1 ways that built me up to where I am, and to keep my money, to save it, and just reinvest into the business and get more dumpsters. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So this is the truck wash I was telling you guys about. That's at the landfill. When it's just these like stupid rainy days, man, I'm not a fan of the rain. Doing this type of business, it's like the worst. I mean, I would take snow over the rain, man. It's, you know, that mud, it seemed like bad stuff. I don't know what it is, man. Like, I just had to hand unload a little bit of the stuff. But every time it's muddy like this and stuff, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just weird. But yeah, here go the truck wash. So yeah, I'm happy they got this here. I mean, especially, you know, you leaving this place and you taking it to a customer house, that helps out a lot. But sometimes the thing be broke down. So, you know, you might have to go to the car wash still if it's like super muddy, because you just don't want to have all that mud, you know, at customers' houses, man. I did that before, you know, in the beginning stages, man, and you know, it's just embarrassing. It's just not professional. You know what I mean? You don't want to be bringing mud to, you know, especially if it's in a suburb, a nice house. So yeah, man, hey, but even after that truck wash, you're still gonna have to take your truck to the car wash every night, especially if it's like your personal driver to take it home. Now, if you leave it at the yard, you should be fine, but still, you want to still have a clean truck, you know, so be presentable. But hey, it's a part of it, man. Like I said, once again, if you ain't prepared to be going through the weather elements, hey, dumpster rental business is not for you. I'm gonna tell you that. So this is me dropping it back off. My 15, and that's how I built it up, man. That's how I built it up. So we're all dropped off, man. 2-for-1 special complete. I'm telling you guys, get with it. Yo, so I really wanted to make this video, man, because, you know, when I first started doing dumpster rentals, I didn't have anybody on YouTube to look to. I didn't have anybody in my city, or no mentors who was willing and open enough to, you know, tell me about, you know, just little ins and outs on how I can make my business run better. And you know, I always searched on YouTube. You know, it's some guys on who before me who was you know, talking about, you know, dumpsters, but not in depth, not how I do it. So I was like, man, why not me? You know what I mean? So I wanted to really start my channel to just be that voice and be that helping hand to people who want to get into a business like this, or to introduce people, especially people who would never come in contact with anything like this, wanted to be that voice for them, you know what I'm saying, and that extra helping hand. So yeah, man, I was just thinking, man, I was just like, you know, where I'm at now from where I started. You know, even when I started YouTube, I mean, I was at like, you know, I probably was like at, I don't know, like probably like 7 dumpsters or something like that. Now I'm over 20. And like I was thinking, man, I was like, wow, man, I really, you know what I'm saying, I really got like a fleet of dumpsters, man. It's a blessing, man. I don't take it lightly. Actually, I have been taking it lightly, man. I'll be transparent with you guys, man. I've been getting mad and irritated at just turning down customers, not because I'm lazy, I was being lazy or anything like that, but more so I was feeling like it's more I could be doing, or I don't know. I've been in a weird space. I'm out of it now. It wasn't like it wasn't like no depression or anything like that, but just like a, you know, just not taking on jobs, you know, and giving them away, or if I didn't, I don't know, man. It's just some weird stuff. But I'm over that now, and I just wanted to make a video, man, about, you know what I mean, you know, some of the things I do to help some of the things I did that built my fleet up. Sorry, that was a lot of bugs. It's been raining all day, but just some of the things that helped me build my fleet up and how I can help you guys. And I know I got a book and everything. I know I got a course I'm creating right now, but I know, you know, these videos are very helpful. And of course, you're not gonna be able to, of course, it's gonna be more, it's more to the dumpster rental business than, you know, what I'm showing you, because you're only seeing like a snippet in my life of how I run it, you know what I mean? So yeah, just want to get some insight on that, on how you guys too, if I can do it, you can do it. You can build up a fleet of over 20 dumpsters in 1 to 2 years. All up to you. All up to how much time you're willing to put into it. But let's go. Yo, so here's another point before I get out of here. Money, the money you make. So one of the primary reasons, now I will say this, when I started my dumpster rental business, I did not get any type of loans. I did not have any parents, uncles, aunties, or anything like that you know, invested in my business. Not saying they wouldn't, but I didn't ask for anybody. I built this straight up from my first rental. I built my fleet with my first dumpster I ever got. And really what I did was, every sale I got, if I didn't put the whole thing back, I put the majority of it back. And I also was doing side hustle. I was doing home moving on the side as well. So I was doing junk removal. I was doing I was doing different things to help me get my income. So what I really did was all the profits, mostly all my profits, I was just putting it up. I was stacking it. You know, I looked up, man, you know, I had $0. Well, after I bought my dumpster, I had like a couple $100 before I got that first rental. I rented it out, stacked it up, was doing one-day rentals for a little while, for like a week. Did like 3 in 1 week, stacked it up, was like $700. All of a sudden, man, a few weeks into it, bro, I look up and I got like $5,000, and I'm like, man, okay. So that's when I started, you know, looking for my second dumpster. And then I got my second dumpster. I had to build it up, so I got a real cheap one. I got my second dumpster for, I think, like $700, if that, $500, $700. I went to Lowe's. I built had a carpenter come out and build my sides up with wood. That was my second dumpster. It was a 10-yard. Rented that out for $220. Kept going, saving up. All of a sudden, I had $10,000. Then, you know what I mean, that's at that time I'm just keep on, you know, reinvesting, buying my dumpsters and stuff like that. And that's really all that's to it with any business, man. Anytime you want to build up something, you know, don't look to save your money, man. When I say save, don't look to just save it and put it up. Look to save and reinvest. Always be thinking and looking and searching for the next piece of equipment you can get to make your business better. You know, that's really all that's to it, man. But I'm gonna have a part 2 of this, man. Get more in depth, man. I might just let me know what y'all want to see, man. Leave it in the comments, man. Make sure y'all spam in the comments. I don't care. Leave the questions, man. I probably, if I don't get to y'all right away, I'm gonna get to y'all. I always end up getting to y'all. So, man, spam the messages, man. Spam the messages right now. Oh yeah, and whoever watched it to this far, the first person who replies with the letter T, Whoever replies with the letter T first, I'm gonna cash out you $50. Just because you're a loyal person on my channel and you've been watching all the way through. So yeah, let's do it, man. So yeah, leave the letter T, man, if you want that $50. Only one person. I'm gonna see who the most loyal person is who watched it all the way through. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for watching, man. Like I said, like this, subscribe, share if you haven't already. I love y'all, man. I thank y'all so much for giving me this authority, man, for watching my videos. Hey, man, I love y'all. God bless y'all. Peace out. This is the only book of its kind. You cannot find any other book teaching the best route to starting a dumpster rental business. This book is filled with tools and experiences that will teach you how to not only start, but to grow however big or small you want. Get your copy today. Once again, you will not find this anywhere else or anybody else teaching you about this type of business. Get your copy now.